Okay, trying to get down to the bottom of numerous problems. Uh, I'm right wing, and I battle out against left wing people on many occasions. I've been planning on doing this video for a very long time. I just neglected to get around to doing it. I always found myself preoccupied with doing something else, even in politics, music, doing whatever. Some of my leftist friends, and yes, if you pay attention, I just say leftist friends just because I have opposing views doesn't mean I hate them. Okay? The idea is to not hate people. The idea is to work through problems, even if you disagree on some things. Some of my latest friends have posted some information about some unfortunate incidents. I'm going to be sharing that information soon. That's what this video was about. But I decided to take it upon myself to go ahead and do what I've been planning on doing for a long time now, investigating, finding out the truth of the matter. The main point here is, well, there's a lot of points, but one of the points here is the truth is in the process. I have my views. But I am going to start debunking some of the left's views on this immediately. It revolves around uh, attacks by dogs, fatal attacks, particularly the pit bull, what's known as the pit bull. I'll start showing some discrepancy soon, but I want to make this point. I wholeheartedly agreed it is bad when someone is killed by a pit bull. I am not taking away from that. I don't want to be attacked. And not just pit bulls, I don't want to be attacked by anything. I don't care what the freak it is. I don't care if it's a human, an animal, or what. And I don't want anyone else attacked by anything or anyone either. If I see an animal attack someone, I will try to help the person as best I can to get out of the situation. And I wholeheartedly believe in putting the animal down for aggression. I have these same exact thoughts for people. When you have an aggressive person who's doing things harming people, they deserve to be dealt with appropriately. Now, saying kill them might be going a little bit far on that situation, but I say, they certainly need to be evaluated and find the extent and stuff like that. Now, if they kill somebody, okay, I'm all for death penalty. I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. And I believe in appropriately dealing with people that go out of their way to harm animals. And also I want to note this. If I see someone taunting an animal, harming the animal, and the animal strikes back, I've got no problem with that. And if you taunt the animal, you deserve what you get. So keep those things in mind. Now, the pit bull. The pit bull is known for being a very, very powerful, dangerous, aggressive dog. It has taken human lives. It's taken lives of other animals as well, other dogs, and livestock, things like that. I do not deny that. For anybody who wants to try to twist me up, I am not denying that. But the left wing is going so far as to talk about the amount of people killed by pit bulls, stuff like that, is much, much higher than it actually really is. They will try to have you believe that pit bulls are killing multiple people daily. Now, let's just say, for instance, let's go with two. Let's say pit bulls kill 2 human beings a day. U.S., worldwide, doesn't really matter. We'll just say that. Alright? Well, there's 365 days in a year. So if you multiply that by 2, you get over 700. That's over 700 deaths annually per year. That is the claim. That is not true. Pit bulls are not killing at that rate, and I will show you right now. Go to my computer. Here's the time and date. Here is the website. Notice it says in the 14-year period of 2005 to 2018, canines killed 471 Americans. Pit bulls contributed 66%, 311 of these deaths. Combined, pit bulls and Rottweilers contributed to 76% of the total recorded deaths. Now notice, those numbers are much lower than the list would have you believe. Now, I agree that it's absolutely bad that those people were killed, but the lists are exaggerating. Now, I also once been around these type of animals. I had a pit bull once. I've had a couple of Rottweilers in my life. I'm a Rottweiler fan. I love them. Rottweilers are put in second place, which, by the way, here in a moment, I will show you that about some of this information that Rottweilers actually might be the number one instead of pit bull. A little tricky in it. I'll show you here in a minute. Anyway, in 14 years, 471 Americans dead. That number is much lower than let's have you believe. Now moving on to the next website, Live Science. That did not feel good. Now we'll get down here to some of the information. Yeah, so they're going. Let me see if I can find where it was. Like I said, no, it literally is how bad the people are killed. I am not denying that whatsoever. Number saying I do. Pit bulls deserve their reputation as vicious attack dogs, and overwhelming amount of evidence suggests in some instances they do. However, Children's Hospital, Philadelphia, published 2009, the journal Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery found that almost 51% of the attacks were from pit bulls, almost 9% were from Rottweilers, and 6% were from mixes. German Shepherds rank up there higher too. I'll show that in a little bit. In other words, more than 2/3 of hospital dog attack injuries involved just two breeds, pit bulls and Rottweilers. Other studies confirm these statistics. American Journal of Forensic Medicine, blah, 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 blah. And yes, German Shepherds right there. Mentioned state of Kentucky, specifically, my home state, by the way. Feel that attacks by pit bulls are associated with higher more rates, higher hospital charges, and higher risk of death, and are attacked by the breeds of dogs. Blah, 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 blah. Pit bulls in the law. I'm still not finding the information they had on here. It's amazing to me that I've seen it earlier, and now all of a sudden I don't see it on the very same one. Yeah, wolf hybrids, Malamutes, Doberman Pinschers, Chow Chow, St. Bernards. That mentions the, which I'll show you something that defies this very paragraph later. Paying the price. Maybe I should have read this before it come through here, but that's alright, we'll go through it. Okay, yeah, some of the things they want to claim is talk about being the dog's fault. Well, this right here, 2006 study from the Journal of Interpersonal Violence revealed that owners of vicious dogs are significantly more likely to have criminal convictions for aggressive crimes, drugs, alcohol, domestic violence, crimes involving children and firearms, blah, blah, blah. Possibly confirmed in a 2009 report. Vicious dog owners are reportedly significantly more criminal behaviors and blah, blah, blah. The vicious dog owners reported significantly higher criminal thinking, stuff like that. The term pit bull is a general term encompassing, notice here, 3 distinct though related breeds. The American pit bull. So, talk about the myth of locking jaws right there, the seize up and stuff like that. No evidence suggests that though, if you see. So, going down some of the matter on there is life science itself has shown that aggressive type people may have those type dogs. So it's starting to lean over to showing that the dog itself may have a specific problem. It has a lot to do with the influence of humans. We do rule over the animals. Now that's just a given. My computer's giving me a hard time. And now it's frozen up. I ain't gonna get to finish this thing because it's frozen up. Probably gets on my nerves. But so going with that, it's showing right there that the it might not exactly be the dog's fault. It might be the way the dogs are, even though it lets us deny this. I'm showing you a little bit of evidence right there from life science. Saying the types of people that have these dogs may be influencing the dog behavior to an extent. This is Wikipedia, and then we went on down to the article here, the dog attack risk, and I'll go on to the next one too. Okay, it's starting to hurt. Wikipedia, the pit bull, articles, dog attack risk. This kind of goes on with the same thing I was saying there a second ago. American Veterinary Medical Association states that breed is a poor sole predictor of dog bites. Control studies have not identified pit bulls as disproportionately dangerous, while pit bull type dogs are more frequently identified with cases involving very severe injuries or fatalities than other breeds. A review suggests that this may be related to the popularity of the breed, noting that sled dogs and Siberian Huskies were involved in the majority of fatal dog attacks in some areas of Canada, were more likely than having pit bulls. In 2000 review by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, which examines data from both media reports from the Humane Society of the United States, pit bull type dogs were identified as approximately 1/3 of dog bite related fatalities in the United States. And that's what was said before, between 81 and 92. However, the review notes that studies on dog bite related fatalities which collect information by surveying news reports are subjected to potential errors. It says here that some attacks may not have been reported, but a study may not find all relevant news reports, and the dog breed may be also misidentified. It talks about tracking the breed's dog bite-related fatalities. In the 2013 study of 256 fatalities in the United States from 2000 to 2009, the AVMA determined that valid breed determination was possibly for only 17.6% of cases. Contrary to popular myth, pit bulls do not have locking jaws. Blah blah. So as you can see, we're starting to see discrepancies in some claims about the pit bull. And this is by sources I'm often against because of their leftist bias. So I'm using the left's own sources here. That's starting to show some discrepancies in some of the things they say. More Wikipedia, the next page. Fatal dog attack in the United States. Around 4.5 million Americans are bitten by dogs every year, resulting in the hospitalization of 6,000 to 30,000 people. Dog bites can cause pain, injury, fatal bite between 30 and 50 people in the U.S. die from dog bites each year. The number of deaths from dog attacks appears to be increasing. That is true. However, 30 to 50 is not the 700 plus a year that many people left that are manufactured to hate pit bulls are claiming. So as you can see, we're starting to see discrepancies in their claims. Their hate is manufactured by the bullcrap that they watch. So I am no means going to say, well, who cares if somebody got killed? I am not saying that. I am not saying that. But I believe in getting down to the nitty gritty, and many in the left are very heavily exaggerating my butt. A lot of the stupid idiot leftists are out there just lying through their teeth because they have a manufactured hate because they are stupid. Now, I've been around pit bulls, I've been around Rottweilers and those stuff. I've seen some of the best animals in my life from these breeds. Friendly, loving, never hurt anyone, ever. Now, let's take another example here of the things that they don't never mention. This is called Mother Jones. As you can see, it's about football deaths. Let's go over this, and it talks about the number of high school kids that have died playing high school football, stuff like that. Penn and Teller done this one time. And they talked about the deaths of high school kids is over 700. 700. How come these people whining about pit bulls aren't whining about football? Can you explain that one to me? I'll let y'all look that up, so I don't want to go through the whole thing and I don't feel like wasting too much time on all this stuff. I'm going to go to the last page. Just a little something just for added information for y'all to check out. usatoday.com. Look at this. And what they say. Your cat may want to kill you, a study finds. Amazing. How come those anti-pit bull leftists never mention their precious cats? That studies are saying your cat may want to kill you. They always defend the cats and say cats are good and pit bulls are bad. Did you know that? I have to find the study, but cats, unlike any other species in the world, are related for more deaths than anything. And I ain't talking about humans, I'm talking about everything. They attack birds and they kill billions of lives annually. Cats are actually bad. They're actually about the worst species there are. Yet these leftists want the little precious cats and talk about how great the cats are and everything, and then whine about a pit bull killing people, and they exaggerate the numbers of pit bull deaths about, I don't know, 10 to 100 fold, I guess. Turns out your precious cat is the bad one, where you attack the pit bull, whose factors may include human behavior influence to do such things. So, pit bulls have killed, but they're nowhere near as bad as the left will have you believe. I have just shown that and proved that through left sources. Thank you very much.